You can't buy a Fear Pass. They're sold out already with Express. And then the door just kind of looks like an earring on him. Over here we can see some speakers. The Fear Pass situation it just went from bad to worse. Okay guys, we're back at Universal Studios. It is time for another Halloween Horror Nights 2024 update. Frequent Fear Passes have now been dropped. We're gonna go over all the insane price increases for them. Insidious has finally been announced. We're gonna show off the new merchandise. There's more HHN 33 construction updates happening within there for the scare zones. The HHN shirt of the day and hat of the day. We're gonna go back to HHN 2019. The year of Ghostbusters and all these wonderful IPs. So you have the hat on the side, it says HHN 2019, and then the shirt. One of the best shirts I think ever made for Halloween Horror Nights. So on that note, let's roll the commercial. Welcome back. Hopefully the new merch is better for Insidious. The minion has disappeared now, the inflatable minion, but they still have the medallion. All right, remember by Bourne, they have this all covered up. I don't remember what was here, but I don't remember like paper. They have like some painter's tape, so are we gonna have something popping up within that window? Yeah, this side has jewelry. That one is all covered. We got new truss work. Maryland's out right now, but we have truss work for the scare zone that'll be coming here. It's happening. So over here at 5 and Dime, we got the new reveal merch. So it was announced Insidious. On that note, let's roll the commercial.
Warning, unusual audio-visual activity in your area.
So, what are you doing after?
Haven't thought about it.
Come on, Jade. You know we all want you to go. Plus, what good is a cast party if you aren't going to be there?
Fine. Then I'll think about it.
Alyssa, you're up. They need you for last looks.
That's me.
See you later.
They've come back to haunt you. Insidious, The Further. Only at Universal Halloween Horror Nights, where horror lives.
Okay, so the press release for the Insidious announcement, they said, this fall, Halloween Horror Nights guests will travel deeper into the paranormal dimension of tortured souls and demonic entities when they enter Insidious, The Further, an all-new haunted house inspired by the successful Insidious film franchise. The terrifying journey through the darkness is set to begin Friday, August 30th at Universal Orlando Resort, and Thursday, September 5th at Universal Studios Hollywood. Produced by Blumhouse Productions in association with Sony Pictures, Insidious tells the disturbing story of the Lamberts, a family haunted by evil supernatural forces after their son slips into an inexplicable comatose state after becoming possessed by a demonic entity in the all-new Halloween Horror Nights house. Guests will follow in the footsteps of the Lamberts, encountering familiar settings and scares as they are transported directly into the Further, the eternal place where ghosts and demons lurk. And just like the films, guests will quickly learn the paranormal creatures are here to stay. Guests' journey into Insidious, The Further, begins as they step through the iconic red door where many of the tormented spirits and demons from the franchise await, determined to ensnare humans and steal their souls. Fans will come face to face with the red-faced demon, who will attempt to lure them into his lair. The grim Keyface, hoping to lock his victims in his dark dimension. The ghastly and dangerous Bride in Black, and the vengeful spirit of the man who can't breathe. As guests make their way through the haunted houses, they'll go from red door to red door, traveling deeper into the dark and timeless astral world, where they must evade this collection of sinister creatures at every spine-chilling turn, or their souls will be trapped here forever. There's gonna be each kind of demon and ghost from each one of the Insidious films, so it's kind of connecting everything together. It's not based on one film, it's based on all of them.
Here we go, the merchandise reveal. We're coming in. Interesting, they just put the pieces of wood there. They only have the shirt. Here it is, $33. This is it. So we got the logo for this year on the sleeve. When you look at it, all the reds just kind of blend together, so you don't see him. And then the door just kind of looks like an earring on him. Weird design. It's again too busy, but about the same quality that we've been getting for the shirts. The print just doesn't feel very good. So they have the big banner out. Let's talk about what's going on with this Frozen Empire merch. Oh yeah, literally right here. So again, this is so cheap, and they're charging $30 for it. Now the print on this is so bad, it's not even going to make it out of the store, because look, it's already peeling off. It's peeling off of the hat. So remember this design. So when they launched the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire merch
in Universal Studios Hollywood, JP posted this on Instagram. They just literally just slapped the shirt over the design. They didn't even create a new sign.
Marge and Homer, they're walking in. Oh, look at them. All right, we got some new creature merch. So one of my favorite hoodies of all time is this hoodie. I wear this hoodie all the time. $80. We have a new Universe collection, Creature from the Black Lagoon. You can see Creature right there. You got a little pocket, and it's a very soft, almost like knitted material, where this feels like it's worth $80. But we finally got some new Creature merch, and I'm digging it. So you got the coaster, what happened?
So I got the coaster, and the condensation from the cup kind of acts almost like a suction cup. So every time you pick up your cup, the coaster comes, there's just not enough weight to it to hold it down, so you have to kind of like angle your cup when you, not great.
Okay, I was at Five and Dime and my friends were like, Fear Pass is just sold out. So I go to the app, they're sold out. Can't buy a Fear Pass. They're sold out already with Express. Just got out of guest services. We got the Fear Pass, but the Express is sold out with the Fear Pass. They said they might drop additional expresses that are connected to your Fear Pass. We tried it where we bought the annual pass, then you can come into the park and upgrade it. We tried that, that didn't work. There's no allotment left of Express. So right now I just have a standard ticket. If they do drop more expresses, we can come into the park and upgrade it. But right now, if you did not get your freaking Fear Pass Plus or Ultimate Fear Pass with Express, kind of out of luck.
Let's pop into the Universe store real quick. $35 for a Hot Stuff short sleeve shirt. $65 for a Hot Stuff 57 basketball jersey with flames on the bottom, and then on the back it'll say Hot Stuff. $45 for a long sleeve shirt. It's gonna say Scary Cute since 1957, and then along the sleeve it'll say Hot Stuff in flames, and then on the back it'll say Scary Cute since 1957. Over by Tribute Store Plaza, we got some more truss work popping up.
Okay, we've made it into the Tribute Store now. I want to talk about a film I just watched, which is connected to Universal Studios. Just saw Maxine. Maxine is the third movie in the trilogy. First one is X, and then Pearl, and then Maxine. So they filmed it on like the Universal backlot and the Warner Brothers backlot. It's awesome. I'm gonna do like 8 out of 10. There's one scene, if you're a guy, it's gonna really get to you. But great performances. If you've never seen any of those films, watch Pearl first, then X, and then go see Maxine in theaters. It's a great like movie to watch with an audience and everything. But 8 out of 10, good time if you've not seen that film yet.
So, time to go over some new little Easter eggs. Now, these little receipts over here, there's some fun little Easter eggs. So let's first talk about this one.
The technician is going to be Peter, for Peter Venkman. It's going to take place on June 8th. Now, on June 8th is when Ghostbusters opened in theaters, but it has to take place in 1988 because of when the store is during the timeline. Now, the service request is going to be for the refrigerator. And then also over here, the model is going to be the Shandor model. Now, in the Ghostbusters films, the first one takes place in the Shandor building. In Ghostbusters Afterlife, you do meet Ivor Shandor. It also says the nature of the service is going to be the fridge open to another dimension. Now, if you remember when Dana opens the fridge, and Peter goes there to check it out.
And in the next one, we're going to talk about this one. Okay, so this receipt is going to be a Back to the Future Easter egg. So if you look, there's 3 88s on the receipt representing the year that this tribute store takes place, 1988, but then also for the 3 Back to the Future films, because you have to hit 88 miles an hour in the DeLorean to time travel. It's going to say capacitor in flux. That's what needs to be fixed. They said had it done in no time. There's a couple more we'll go over a little later, but the 2 that we want to focus on today was just these 2. We got a bunch of new Ghostbusters merch. $20 for this little die-cast Ecto-1. Then we have a larger one. Now this larger Ecto-1 is going to be $50. A lot of really great detail on it. And then for $50, they have the Transformers Ecto-1. Here's a little better shot of how the Transformers Ecto-1 looks. At $60, they have a Transformers Optimus Prime. Love the slime. A lot of really great detail on this figure. Even on the license plate, it says Ecto-1. $35, we have a new Back to the Future short sleeve shirt. Dr. E. Brown Enterprises. So it's kind of the blueprints. We even have the train right there, the clock tower, the clock. A lot of really cool details within this shirt. Now they did announce the opening day for the holiday season. You're looking at November 22nd. Earl the Squirrel will be returning this year. If you've ever wondered what's behind this door, it's open right now. This looks like a little maintenance closet. But this is located right over by horror makeup. We got the truss work over here. Over here we can see some speakers have popped up next to the tree. Over by this tree, we got another big speaker in the bushes, and then over by this truss work there's another speaker hidden in the bushes right there, and on the other side of the truss work another speaker for the scare zone. All right, now we're coming over to this truss work. They've put another big speaker right down there. These will all be covered up, but for right now they've just put them out. 2 speakers over here. You get a speaker and you get a speaker. So you have 2 speakers in the bushes right here. Another speaker right there. 1 more speaker there. And then the last 2 speakers will be right over here by this truss work. So stuff is happening. We're gonna see scare zones evolve pretty quickly.
Again, before we know, we're doing like our daily updates, seeing all the construction happening. The thing I'm worried about is you can't put permanent structures where the parade floats are coming. How is that gonna operate? How are the scare zones gonna look this year? Because you cannot kind of block any of that area for the performers or the floats to come by. So unless most of it's gonna be, you know, temporary for a lot of the scare zones where they just bring it out, you know, during stay and scream before the event actually happens.
I do like this. If they have finished painting for the DreamWorks Imagination Cafe. Now they could have gone standard Universal and done a vinyl sticker. No, they painted it, which I like. It's gonna last a lot longer. You get to see some artistry, see the clouds over there. But I think SpongeBob, your days are numbered because we got DreamWorks, SpongeBob, DreamWorks. We got one more thing to try. I'm not gonna waste my money on just a bowl of strawberries. We're gonna try the Boss Baby beignets.
Okay, so we got the Boss Baby beignets, a warm cloud pillow with powdered sugar. Is this supposed to be like a powdered baby's butt? Why are they called Boss Baby? Kind of weird if that is what these are based on. They're very hollow. Okay, Boss Baby beignet, 7.5. I like kind of more of a denser beignet. It wasn't too much layering. It tastes more like a donut than an actual beignet, but it was decent. It was hot and fresh. 7.5. It's not bad, nothing incredible. Don't plan your vacation around eating Boss Baby powdered booty beignets. If you're here, enjoy.
We got the truss work over by the Amity bathrooms. We got some truss work. We've seen this for a while, but if you look all the way up there, got some new lighting up there. There's some more lighting up there, angled to the scare zone that'll be here. The Alcatraz bar was supposed to have opened up by now. It's still gutted and looks like it's months and months off. Hopefully it's open for HHN season. You can still take a photo with Bruce over by the Alcatraz bar. That's not blocked off. They're still doing construction on the nighttime show. So like the tech buildings are not done yet.
Kind of like the parade, they're still working on stuff. So the rumor is right, there might be some fire effects coming and some more complex drone images coming to the nighttime show. Parade, we're still missing 3 floats, right? Ecto-1, the little raptor cage area, and then the Shrek float. So we don't know when those are popping up, but we're still missing those from the parade. Like I said, everybody's kind of spread a little too thin.
Sorry, this is normally where the Beat Builders perform. Down for right now. I know they're performing in City Walk, but they still have some cones out and it says Beat Builders. Maybe it's just under refurb. Or they're removing it for them, whatever is happening with the scare zone.
Since we have the parade floats coming through, right, you can't build too many permanent structures. You can build a permanent structure here. Are they just doing a standard refurb on Beat Builders, or is this gonna be built for then HHN?
Not too much happening in New York right now.
So when it comes to the New York scare zone, the rumor right now is like punk rock vampires happening in the New York scare zone. That's the current rumor. Okay, one of the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire updates for you guys is you don't have to buy it on physical media or rent it. If you have Netflix, it's coming to Netflix, July 22nd.
I know over here in Battery Park, we have a bunch of truss work that popped up. Looks like it's Trust Tuesday because they've installed another bit of truss work. So we'll probably have some sort of signage right here, which then will lead into the little food booth area over here. A bunch of signs set up for the Paris Olympics.
My favorite thing about the Paris Olympics so far is the protests that the French are doing.
These are probably the weirdest words I've ever said in a video before. We are about to witness a mass defecation event. It's at an Olympic level, no less. Because for the Summer Olympics next month, they're gonna be holding their opening ceremony and their swimming events in the Seine River in Paris. Or at least they're supposed to. Because the problem is, so far, months of testing have found contamination by sewage and wastewater. Or in cruder terms, just, human shit. With Surfrider Foundation Europe, a water charity, saying 14 tests of samples taken between September and March showed alarming levels of bacteriological pollution. And that same group, again, finding pollution levels 3 times the accepted standard in May. And then another series of tests in mid-June finding that water was too polluted to host the swimming event. So there, you had officials saying that the heavy rains they experienced, they worsened the results. And claiming that the weather, it should be different by the time the games begin. But one of the things that's so wild here, this is even after the French government has already spent nearly $1.5 billion trying to clean the river. Also, a fun thing is that the French president and the mayor of Paris, they were like, hey, we are so confident that the water's clean, we will actually swim in it to prove that it's safe. Thing is, though, they were supposed to do that yesterday, and then they just magically canceled their plans, with them notably citing only political reasons. So that may or may not have to do with a little protest that's happening. Because you might have seen this hashtag that translates to I shit in the Seine on June 23 recently going viral. But that's stemming from a website that popped up urging people to poop in the river to protest. And it even has a calculator so you can enter how far you live from central Paris, and it'll tell you exactly when you need to go to the bathroom to reach the spot where the politicians would have jumped in at noon yesterday. Which is something the computer engineer who built out this website said started as a joke, but it's unclear how many people took it as a serious call to action. But either way, the water is going to be tested during the Olympics each day at 3 a.m. before any events go ahead. And I'm sure the people that are in charge, they will make sure it's clean, and or might see and get to talk about a lot of Olympians getting a case of the shits and maybe pink eye. Fun times. So yeah, there's a lot of weirdness at this Olympics.
So yeah, so sadly they had to cancel it. We'll see if the water's ready in time.
We have a little photo op here of France. Over here they have another little photo op for the Paris Olympics. They've even added a Coca-Cola Taste of Paris cocktails and mocktails over here. They have drinks that don't have bitters in them. I'm excited. So we got a burger and fries. We do have annual pass holder discounts.
Sir, if I mispronounce, it's gonna be the Fambrousse Exotique Spiced Rum Creme de Cassis Exotic Citrus Syrup topped with Coca-Cola Spiced. Okay, finally had a good drink at Universal. It tastes like a melted cherry Coke Slurpee with a little hint of citrus in there. Nice, cool, and refreshing. 8 out of 10. Okay, so then we got the fries. We got the pommes frites cone, crisp French fries with a truffle hollandaise sauce. I like the sauce. The fries are kind of generic. The actual fry is not spectacular, game-changing, but the sauce is really good. I'm gonna do 8 out of 10 on the fries. Now, it's time for the burger. So the burger is gonna be the Pouvet burger, sorry if I mispronounced that, a seared Angus beef patty, brie cheese, toasted brioche roll with a green peppercorn sauce. Oh yeah. Wonderful like gravy on it with the peppercorn, and the brie cheese was a good amount of brie cheese. Burger was nice and tender and juicy, surprisingly. 10 out of 10.
It's a must.
That's one of the best burgers I've had at Universal Studios. It's a very unique flavor, but very familiar. So I feel like anybody can enjoy this burger. So don't get scared by the ingredients. Really good time. 10 out of 10.
All right, we're hopping into the Minions Cafe next to try some new little snacks.
I've had all the desserts here. I don't really care for any of them. But this is a new one to celebrate the new movie. So it's gonna be the Mega Minion Cake, a dipped crunchy chocolate cake pop with hazelnut chocolate cream mix. His eyes are like green, which are interesting. All right, the inside looks pretty good. Like, that's just straight fudgy goodness. All right, so there's like a chocolate mousse inside with it had kind of a weird kind of wafer outside. I didn't really like the taste of the outside, but I enjoyed it. It's a lot better than the other desserts. I'm gonna do like a 7 out of 10 on it. Okay, we're heading over to Islands of Adventure. We're gonna stop at the Hard Rock Cafe first. They have some Halloween merch, but they've officially kind of announced everything coming into Howl-O-Scream Orlando at SeaWorld. So let's go over that real quick.
Okay, we're gonna do the whole rundown about everything happening at Howl-O-Scream SeaWorld. So, first off, will this be the Sirens' last year? Their song may be fading, but Hex has joined the call with a hunger to fill her swampy domain with fresh victims. That's just one of the lurking horrors that awaits you as Howl-O-Scream returns. So the rumor is that the Sirens will not be returning next year. This is their last year. So there's be 4 new haunted houses, 3 new scare zones, 2 new theme bars, 1 killer event. So the newest house is gonna be called Farm 51. Picture this. You stumble on an abandoned farmhouse in the middle of nowhere. The air is thick with dread, and the silence is broken only by the eerie rustling in the cornfields. Suddenly, you realize you're not alone. The chilling whispers of extraterrestrial visitors echo in the darkness. They've crash landed, and they are not friendly. And then also, Delirium 666 will be returning. There's also going to be a new house called Ultimate Gamble. And also a new house called Water's Edge Wellness Center. And then Atlantis Journey Below. And then the new scare zone is going to be Seeds of the Coven. Enter if you dare into Seeds of the Coven, where the line between nature and nightmare blurs into a sinister reality. A place where the natural world has turned against humanity, twisted by the dark arts into a landscape of fear and peril. Will you escape the clutches of the witches and their horrific creations? Or will you become just another part of their gruesome harvest? Enter if you dare. But remember, the Coven is always hungry, and at night they stow the seeds of terror. Also, a new scare zone is to be called Paradise Palm, and then Cannibal Harbor, and then the Bloodlight District will be returning, and then also the Toxic Turmoil will be returning, and then also the Terrors of the Deep will be returning, and Carnival Pier will also be returning. And then for the new interactive bars, we're gonna have Space Gate 3, Sacrificial Spirits, The Tormented will be returning, Long Horseman Tavern, and then Carnival Curiosities.
Okay, welcome back.
We're here. The Hard Rock Cafe. They have been doing a whole refurb, repainting everything. It looks real nice. We got the rock shop here. Now this is the merch I'm talking about. So Hard Rock 2024, love all, serve all. You have like this neon zombie guy with a brain burger with an eyeball shake. So this is gonna be the back of the shirt. On the front, it's gonna go in the dark. It says Hard Rock Cafe Orlando. So you're looking at $40 for this shirt. They were saying only here in Orlando. This shirt. Universal, could you hire whoever makes Hard Rock shirts, please? So for $75, they have a zip-up hoodie that says Hard Rock Cafe Orlando. On the back, it's gonna say Hard Rock Orlando with a skull with a raven above it. All right, we're hopping into All Hal's Eve Boutique. Yeah, they do have the merchandise still over here. Right, we're heading in. They got all the merch. Oh, they do have something different over here. Okay. They have candles for Insidious. This is our first specialty candle that we've gotten. So $23, it just smells like cherry dryer lint. But there's the design on the side with the red door. Gotta say hello to all the monsters. We do have the fish tanks running. Got a little pirate ship in the back. And I like this little, like skeleton fish. For all you kitchenware spooky fans, we got some more stuff. $25, we have a magnetic salt and pepper shaker, one of a skull and then one of a raven. $130, they have a skull lamp. So the lampshade is just a bunch of skulls.
Okay, we just finished the islands. We're gonna head back to the office now, talk about all the pricing for the frequent Fear Pass.
Okay guys, we're back in the office. Today was an absolute dumpster fire for all Halloween Horror Nights fans. The Fear Pass situation it just went from bad to worse throughout the entire day. So we're gonna be talking about that in a little bit. First off, let's go over all the pricing that they just released and the new increases. They released the information for the Halloween Horror Nights Scream Early ticket. Start the thrills early at Universal Studios Florida between 3 and 5 p.m. At 5 p.m., wait in the Stay and Scream area. Event admission for the same day is required and not included. Guests who arrive at Universal Studios after 5 p.m. forfeit their early Scream ticket. So it's gonna be $55 per person. And then the Halloween Horror Nights Rush of Fear Pass, it's gonna offer 18 nights. It's gonna be $180 plus tax. And then if you wanna add Express onto that for the Rush of Fear, you're looking at $610. And then if you'd like to get the Frequent Fear Pass, that's a 30-night offering for Halloween Horror Nights, you're looking at $240. Now if you wanted to add on Express onto that, you're looking at $730. The next one is going to be the Frequent Fear Pass Plus. This is going to be for 40 nights of Halloween Horror Nights that you can get into. This is going to be $290. Then if you'd like to add on Express, it jumps up to $840. This does not include tax. And then if you want the Ultimate Frequent Fear Pass, this gets you into every single night of the event. You're looking at $400. Now, if you want to add on Express, you're looking at $1,070, and then you have to also add on tax. So yeah, massive massive price increases this year. Last year was an honestly disaster with Express, where Express lines were longer than standby. So I understand the price increase, right? They want to kind of price out a lot of people. And like, this is still a good value when you compare it to, you know, per night Express with a single day ticket. So what happened today? You can still buy Fear Passes, but if you want to buy Fear Passes with Express, they've all sold out. Allison bought her freaking Fear Pass with Express early in the morning. I was like, hey, I'm gonna go to Universal and I'm gonna like go into guest services and buy it there in person, you know, for the video. And by the time I got there, it was all sold out. This has never happened before. Normally, you know, the Express freaking Fear Passes are on sale for a very long time. They were sold out within what, like 5 or 6 hours, and they're done. Some people were saying they'll have different drops, right? That they will release more passes with Express. Some people are saying, no, this is it. Well, honestly, I'm kind of worried because like Allison has Express. I just have a standard freaking Fear Pass ticket. Did she just waste $700? Because she's not going through Express alone.
As you know, their main catchphrase is never go alone. More like, if you're lucky enough to get Express, you're gonna be going alone.
So it's like, what do I do? I'm not gonna buy a single night Express. This really put a bad taste in my mouth about like this whole HHN situation. Well, I only know like a handful of people of my friends who were actually able to get it in time. So it's gonna be very interesting this year how it's gonna operate if really no one has Express. Express line's gonna be a lot shorter. It was a fundamental problem with Express. They oversold it last year. I think they should just increase the price, right? And kind of price people out. So if you do want to pay for that service, you can do it. I don't think it should be selling out like this.
It didn't sell out because of demand. It sold out because of the very limited quantity that they put out there into the system. So there's got to be a happy medium between, you know, the amount of Express passes that they give out, you know, to make the guests happy, but not overwhelm the system. There's got to be a happy medium that they got to figure out. If there's a way to just have locals get the Express, it is a great value, right? They are losing money because we go like, you know, 15 or 20 nights, a lot of us. There's got to be a happy medium to make sure we're able to get Express with our freaking Fear Pass, because we're just so used to having it that it's really gonna mess up, you know, our enjoyment of the event.
We got this whole Fear Pass situation. We have the budget cuts coming to HHN this year to help pay for Epic Universe. And then we have just this like hot dog water merchandise being dropped this year. And then also like the whole marketing behind HHN this year, right? Like the social media team was doing great with their cryptic marketing. Then they're like, oh, here's all the original houses. And then nothing has happened. Everything is just flatlined. So there's no more hype around the houses. This year is gonna be very interesting. I'm still excited because like you can have a budget cut filled house, but when it comes down to it, it's the characters who make this event something truly special. It just sucks that we're having to deal with all this other crap for this year for HHN. I don't know what Universal's doing, but they're like doing the opposite of what they should be doing. So guys, let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts about the freaking Fear Passes with Express selling out? Were you able to get one? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join the family.
We love the family.
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Universal Studios and Halloween Horror Nights around the country. I love you all, and I'll see y'all very soon.
A mass defecation of
Can't buy Booterade? They're sold out already with